Welcome back, friends. LostScarf here, and it's time for more Miles Edgeworth investigations. Ace Attorney. Double-checking volume. Okay, it's right. Okay. We're gonna do the clock next, I said, right? So let's do it. This grandfather clock. It was apparently in a different position before the fire.
According to staff members, the clock was flush against the wall before the fire, sir.
Which means that most likely it was moved by someone during the fire.
Speaking of which, it's totally 11 o'clock now, but I don't hear any chiming.
Huh? That's odd. It was still chiming right on the dot of every hour this morning. Maybe the fire damaged its internal mechanisms or something? Ambassador Poliano, may we take a look inside that clock?
Sure thing, go right on ahead.
Detective Gumshoe, if you could please inspect the insides of this clock.
Yes, sir, I'm on it.
Could have done that line better.
Mr. Edgeworth, I found this inside, sir.
It looks like a length of wire. So this is what caused the clock to stop chiming. But what was a long length of wire doing inside this clock in the first place? I can guess. That's the zip line. Huh. Why would someone do this to such a valuable clock?
It sounds like it was Mr. Poliano that put the wire in there.
Then perhaps it was Mr. Cogent's killer who did. We've examined everything in this office, but there's one thing that bothers me. Did I look at the knife? I don't think I did. Perhaps I should ask Ambassador Poliano about it. Ambassador Poliano, there's something I'd like to ask you about.
Yes?
About this office, it appears to me to be very similar to Ambassador Alba's office. For example, the location of the fireplace and the position of the grandfather clock.
Oh, that's right. You've also paid a visit to the bastion side of the embassy. 2 embassies actually used to be one.
Yes, I know. Even the pamphlet mentioned that.
Which is why the building is bilaterally symmetrical. So no matter which room, the location of the fireplace and the like are exactly the same. Even though the art is located is the same. As my room is currently under renovation, we worked hard to make Manny's room look like the ambassador's office.
Mean for your handshake photo op with the German ninja?
Yes, that's right. I mean, what's a photo like that with if it's not taken the ambassador's office, right?
Yet another odd expression of Vabal's obsessively competitive spirit with Alabast, I take it. Thank you, Ambassador. That piece of information is all I needed to connect the dots.
Connect what dots? Well, anyway, I'm glad I was able to be of some help.
No new logic from that? Alright. Nothing from the knife?
It looks like one of the Babalee's knives was already missing before the fire began.
So it would seem, especially since the other 2 knives' handles were burned away.
The remaining handle was swapped out with the handle from the real murder weapon. And Babal's national treasure was stolen. Poor Babal, don't you think?
I'm not sure I would lump the replica statue in with the rest of Babal's woes. I don't have new logic, right? Oh, I guess I do have new logic. Alright. Bilateral symmetry, connected fireplaces, renovations, Green's location. Try this. The Alabastian and Babalese sides of the buildings are symmetrical to each other. As we know that to be a fact, then this room's fireplace may also hide a hidden secret passageway.
A secret passageway?
In Alabast, the fireplace turned out to have a revolving back wall.
Revolving wall? It sounds like something out of a ninja house.
Well, there was a trick like that built in the fireplace, sir?
What? This embassy holds that kind of secret? There seems to be a lot about this room that you don't know about, Ambassador.
I
I guess it's time to pay the bill for letting Manny do so much work for me. Please, I really want to know about the real Manny, and what do you know about this room?
What are you waiting for, Miss Edgeworth? Let's get to the bottom of this.
Agreed, and my first thought is that it's likely the killer used the revolving fireplace.
There's the button. It looks like just another fireplace though, doesn't it? So how do you turn it again?
In Alabaster, I had to push where the X was on the far wall of the fireplace.
Oh, I see an X back there, sir. Let's see what happens when I push it.
Wait.
You scared me, sir.
There is something about this fireplace that lies in contradiction to the facts.
Huh? We found an X where we thought there'd be one, right?
We did, but that's not what I was referring to. Something is missing from this scene. What does this contradiction mean for us? Okay, what's the contradiction? All I see inside the fireplace is starter wood.
Huh? That's odd. Doesn't match up with what Mr. Pollyanna said earlier.
What is the meaning of this contradiction? I think Little Thief's a little too ridiculous. Because how would it know some of these things? Just like how would Tony Stark have those things in his Marvel movie, right? Testimony. Present. Yeah, there should be ashes in here. Ambassador Palliano, you said that you burned some old files in this fireplace today, correct? Yes, I burned quite a few files this morning, actually. And after you did, you forgot to clean out the ashes from the fireplace, correct? That's right. Why are you asking, and why are you making such a scary face? I'm sorry, I admit I am a bit intimidating when I'm serious in any case. Take a good look at this fireplace and tell me what you find out about it. Let's see, huh? Where did all the ashes go?
What is the meaning of this, Miss Edgeworth?
You don't really think that Ambassador Pollyanna is lying, do you?
No, there's a reason for him. There is no reason for him to lie. I don't believe his testimony is wrong either. It is the fireplace that is causing the contradiction. Hey, I wonder if you might update the fireplace data for me.
You got it. I'll add in the ashes from the burnt files and... Sounds like we've pretty much figured everything out now, huh?
Well, it was nothing. All I did was follow where our leads led us.
Oh, I sense it coming on. You're about to dazzle us again, right?
Oh, you mean that? Well, it's what Mr. Edgeworth is known for, you know. Except when he takes on Mr. Right, then he just gets his ass beat every time.
Yeah, that voice isn't... I lost the voice a little bit. There's really no need for you two to dance around the name of what I'm about to do. Logic? He's going to logic it up. Take a look at this. Okay. Pull out. Logic. Revolving fire. Yeah, it has to be because the missing ashes. The revolving part was used because the ashes are missing. The reason as to why the ashes are missing is simple.
It's because someone cleaned them up, right?
No, because even if someone did sweep them up, the fireplace is too clean for that. Ambassador Palliano said that he spilled some Bubbly's ink while he was burning the files. And yet there's not a trace of the spilled ink on the back wall anywhere.
Well then, I don't know what happened.
Well, I'll tell you what happened. The two sides were switched. By using the revolving fireplace wall, the ashes were moved into the neighboring room. Which means that this is a clear indication that the fireplace was used.
Yeah. Then you mean the person I was chasing disappeared from this room through there?
Yes, I believe the person you were in pursuit of is Mr. Cochin's killer. And after committing the murder, escaped through the fireplace. Makes sense.
Well, Miss Edgeworth, you figured out the killer's escape route.
I have, but this is only the beginning. Now we have to chase the killer down.
I don't think this... let's do it. I don't think any of these link, but okay. Okay. This is the part I'm like, wait, if that means, then that would mean Sheena's doing something.
If the killer used the fireplace in this room to escape into the next, then it's only logical for us to talk with the person who was in the neighboring room.
Sheena! There it is, okay.
Well, the person that was in the next room was... Oh! It was that person, sir!
Yes, Detective. Agent Sheena.
Investigation complete!
It's looking more and more like Miss Sheena is the killer, isn't it?
Let's not jump to conclusions yet. We need to go through what we know so far. She came running straight into this room from the next one, and instantly accused you. Furthermore, she claimed that it could only have been you that killed Mr. Cochin. I don't have any proof yet, however. I know she is hiding something from us.
Okay then, why don't we go ask Miss Sheena herself?
No, not yet. There's something that needs to be done first. Detective Gumshoe?
Sir, is it my turn to do something, Miss Edgeworth?
Yes, I have a two-part special assignment for you. First, I need you to run a handwriting analysis on Damask 2's note.
Okay, I'll get the lab boys on that right away.
Second, I want you to see if you can fit through the revolving wall.
Right now, sir?
No, next decade. Of course now! We need to test our hypothesis first, don't we?
Go on, Gummy, you can do it.
Alright, I'm gonna do this like a real man. Here I go! Right through the fireplace and back.
You shouldn't need to psych yourself up that much for such a simple task, Detective.
Wow, the walls of the fireplace really did turn.
That's so neat. Now I want to try going through there too.
There really is a secret passageway through there? I had no idea. It would appear that the ash really was pushed into the other room. Furthermore, the bubbly zinc you spilled, Ambassador, is there on the back wall.
Okay, here I go, sir.
Detective, I'd like you to go through there under the same conditions as the killer.
Huh? But there's all that ash and stuff.
And your point is? Now we're short on time, so if you could please hurry on through.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now we pretty much have the whole picture, right?
No, not yet. There remains a few more mysteries to solve. Such as the Aragarasu's whereabouts, the other smuggling ring members, the two weapons that made it across the border, the key Miss Yu stole 7 years ago. In fact, we haven't figured out a thing regarding how Miss Yu is related to these embassies.
Mr. Edgeworth?
A number of pieces connect in a very complicated way in this case. It's almost enough to make one completely mentally exhausted.
What are you saying, Mr. Edgeworth? I thought you were the one who said that it's easy if you follow the leads.
Was that supposed to be an impression of me, Kay?
If it's info gathering you need, Gummy and I can help with that. But all you'd have to do is show off your fancy schmancy logic deductions.
Show off? Does it seem like I'm being boastful when I do that?
Let's not overcomplicate things matters, okay, Miss Edgeworth? We've been so focused like a laser on only what seems strange and out of place. It's no wonder nothing's clicked and we haven't unlocked anything yet. But if we think things through calmly, the answer should come to us.
Okay.
That's the sort of thing I say to myself when I'm practicing how to unlock padlocks, you know?
That is something I hope practice doesn't make perfect for your sake.
Yay! Looks like you're back to your straight-laced self again.
Hey, Mr. Edgeworth, I'm back, sir.
Yes, I can see that. Good work, Detective.
Looks like you can use that fireplace like a door, sir.
Are you alright, Gummy?
I'm okay. It's just a bit of ash and dust. That's all.
Your jacket has gotten quite filthy. I see the hammers practically turned black.
Yeah, well, quite a bit of the unburnt ink got on it, sir.
I see. Thank you, Detective. You did a fine job. I'll even pay the cleaning bill for the trench coat.
What? Oh no, sir, I could never. This is just my old coat, sir. If it was a coat I actually cared about, then I'd get it cleaned, but you know.
I see. Very well then, as you wish.
So because Gummy was able to climb through the fireplace, we know it can be used, right?
Yes, but that's not all we learned. We actually learned one other important fact.
And that is?
You would get ink on you. I'll have to explain it to you later. Right now, we need to deal with the handwriting analysis. Detective Gumshoe?
Yes, sir. I'll be back before you know it.
The handwriting analysis on Mr. Cochin's handwriting will take a bit of time. Let us go and wait in the Theatrum Neutralis, along with Agent Lang and Agent Sheena.
To be continued, alright. Guess what I just realized? I have a cordless mouse now, so I don't have to have my hand on the mouse all day on the table, which allows me to emote more. Isn't that cool? I'll just use the mouse to go down here now. Haha! Yeah, there we go. Yeah! So now I can just hold this and click it, and I can move around more instead of just being prone to the desk. That's cool, right? March 14, 11:33 p.m. Theatrum Neutralis, lobby. Sounds a bit like it's about Kay's bedtime soon.
Agent Lang?
Those glasses are so dumb. Unless he's gonna be Racer X.
Lang Shi says, little cubs never do they know the real fury of the older wolves.
These quotes are definitely becoming increasingly difficult to decipher. And what does that mean?
It means that you'll never really know how angry I can get. Mr. Prosecutor. The counterfeit bills made with Bobley's ink. They were all of Zhang Fa denominations.
Yes, so I heard from Miss Von Karma.
But we don't know where the play money has gone.
They must not have figured out that it was all burned yet.
Ever since those things showed up in circulation, my country's economy has taken a big hit. Zhang Fa's in a financial chaos as we speak. Because we can't tell the difference between our own bills and the fakes. But it's not just the money. The citizens are also worried. I stake the honor of the House of Lang on this. And I've come to this land to capture the mastermind behind this whole mess. I investigated how the bills were made and how the ink was smuggled into Zhang Fa. And I pursued the smuggling ring all the way here. But tonight, this is where the final chapter was written. Despite my frantic efforts to chase the smuggler down, someone got him first. And now I'm called to return home without a single answer.
Agent Lang, I...
Don't start. It's not your fault. It's not anyone's fault, Mr. Prosecutor. Ambassador Alba, I'm sorry for all the trouble tonight.
Oh, no, it is I who should apologize. It was all because I was not strong enough. If only I was able to think of a better solution. Quercus, you fool! Oh, Quercus! Curse you, empty my brain!
You're being too hard on yourself, Ambassador. I take full responsibility for tonight, end of story. Sheena, let's go. Time to return to our den.
Yes. I don't like to admit it, but there's not much else for us to do but to go home as well.
Agent Lang, what the... Hold it.
You Wolfman and the secretary lady, hold it! Objection, pal!
Detective Gumshoe, have you got the results of the handwriting analysis already?
Yep, and that note was definitely written by Mr. Cochin, sir.
Just as I thought. Good work, detective. Last year's note? Okay.
Hey, Mr. Prosecutor. How long do you intend to hold us up for?
Sorry to have made you wait, but I believe that now everyone is finally here. Agent Sheena, I'd like to ask you something if you don't mind.
Yes?
How exactly did you fail to see the Aragasu? When you were in the neighboring room to where Mr. Cochin was killed. I'd like you to explain that to us.
What? Hey, Mr. Prosecutor. What are you doing asking her about something she didn't see?
Agent Lang hasn't touched the Babal investigation at all. So I suppose I will need to explain a few things to him first.
Miles Edgeworth, I can't even begin to imagine what's going on in that head of yours.
The only thing going on in my head is the pursuit of the truth.
Oh, it sounds like you have some sort of plan. Very well. I'll supervise you until the end.
Is she seriously going to treat me as a subordinate for the rest of the day?
You're not trying to pick a fight with my subordinate on some flimsy guess, are you?
I'm not trying to pick a fight, and the evidence is hardly flimsy, as you will see. Oh, it's silly when I do that.
I should have known that you and I are destined to fight it out to the very end.
It would appear that way. God, they do that.
Well, I'll prove her innocence, so let's see what you've got, Mr. Prosecutor Edgeworth.
With pleasure. For my opening argument, I'll discuss the Aragasu that appeared in Babal, and establish exactly who it was that Kay saw. Agent Lang, I assume you've been briefed on Kay's testimony?
You mean the suspicious person in a coat that she saw?
That's right, that person is one of the keys to solving this case. Weird they have no music right now. The person who pretended to be the Yatagarasu.
Pretended? And what do you mean by that?
I'll get to that in a second, but first I want to review what this person Kay saw did. Kay, if you could please explain what the person you were chasing did for us?
Okay, you got it. I first spotted the suspicious person near the open air stage on the Babel East side. I called out to the person, and as soon as I did, that person ran off. I thought it was rather suspicious, so I immediately gave chase.
For the sake of argument, let's call the suspicious person the Yaragarasu. Now please tell us what happened when you chased the Yaragarasu up to the 3rd floor.
Can do. I chased the Yaragarasu all the way up to the 3rd floor of the Babalese embassy. It was pretty straight chase down the hallway until their sudden turn. The Yaragarasu disappeared around the corner, so I did my best to catch up. When I turned the corner, I saw the Yaragarasu run into Mr. Cochin's office. I gave chase and ran into the room. But when I entered the room, it was pitch black. I couldn't see a thing. I felt something on the ground next to my foot, so I turned on the light, but then... Ah!
Who's there?
By the time I had turned on the lights, the Yaragarasu had disappeared.
When Kay entered the room, the person she was chasing was already gone. What do you suppose that was, Agent Lang?
What do you mean, why do you suppose? Isn't it obvious? The person slipped out through the door behind the girl under the cover of darkness.
Sheena would have seen them. Sorry, but I know for a fact that person didn't escape through that door.
Oh? And how do you know that with such certainty?
That's easy. If the Yarayasu had left through that door, they would have run into this person. Yeah. Lane's trusted secretary. She was investigating the room next to the Cochin's office.
Your answer's Sheena. Oh, right. Oh, that makes sense. Shit.
Yes, because let's consider what would have happened if the Yatagarasu had used the door. When Kay screamed upon discovering Mr. Kochin's body, the Yatagarasu would have run into Agent Sheena, who was in the next room over.
Ugh.
Agent Sheena, would you mind telling us if you saw the suspicious person in question?
No, I didn't see anyone.
You see, therefore the Yatagarasu could not have escaped through that door.
It just means that the creep slipped out before Sheena made it out into the hallway.
I doubt that, as there was another person in that hallway, a certain detective. Detective Gumshoe, where were you exactly at that time?
Me, sir? Well, when I heard Kay scream, I ran towards Mr. Kochin's office from the opposite direction of Agent Sheena, sir.
So, Agent Lang, can you explain how someone could have eluded both of them? Even you must concede that these are circumstances. Under these circumstances, the door was not a viable route.
Way to go, Mr. Edgeworth. You nailed him with just an explanation of what happened.
Yes, I've eliminated one of the possible escape routes from that room. But this is far from over. I need to make Agent Lang aware of as well. Of yet another possible escape route the Yatagarasu could have taken.
I get it. So that's what you were trying to show me. Hey, Mr. Prosecutor, let me guess. This is what you're trying to say, right? Because the door was not a viable escape route, then there must have been another way out.
Precisely.
Hey, Mr. Edgeworth, it's time to bust out with our revolving fireplace explanation, right?
No, not quite yet.
Huh? But why? I thought this would be the perfect time.
Revolving wall on the Bubble East side is known only to 4 people. And if we use this information unwisely, the truth may escape us in the end.
What's with all the whispering over there? Scared to figure out your tactics?
Nothing of the sort, Agent Lang. Come, let's continue where we left off.
That smug, haughty attitude of yours. You really rubbed me the wrong way, you know that. Huh. Well, no matter. I figured you out already anyway. The only other possible escape route besides the door is the room's lone window. And since an eerie picture of the said escape route exists, are you saying that this photo captures the moment of the Yatagarasu's escape?
I guess Detective Bad must have filled him in on this photo. I have to admit that at first I thought the window would be a possible escape route as well. However, I now know that to be impossible.
Now I realize you may not know this, but humans can't fly.
Of course I know that. That's bloody common sense. Besides, I never said I thought that photo would to be the Yatagasu's escape route.
I suppose not. Alright then, explain yourself.
The shadow in this photo is not the Yatagasu that Kay was chasing after.
You can say whatever you'd like in whatever language you want. But there's only one language I really understand. The language of evidence.
Very well, then. I present to you proof that the person Kay saw is not the same as the one in this photo.
What?
Alright, I have no idea what I'm gonna do. Liar. Nope. This piece of evidence proves that the shadow in the photo is not the person Kay saw.
Oh, is that right? What do you think, little miss?
Huh? Well, Gummy, what do you think?
Me? Miss Van Carver, what do you think, sir?
I don't think anything, because I already know that evidence proves absolutely nothing.
Looks like you've got a mutiny on your hands, Mr. Prosecutor.
The last thing I needed was him laughing in my face. I need to think back to what Detective Bad told me about when this photo was taken. Okay, so let's go with the fires then? Do that. Ah, it was this, dang it. Ugh. let me explain to you precisely why the shadow in this photo is not the Yaragrasu Kei saw. Kei spotted a Yaragrasu heading for the 3rd floor during the 2nd fire. However, the photo in question was taken just after the 1st fire.
Yeah, way to go. That's twice you've bit him in the butt now.
Hey, only Sheena gets to do that. We're not done yet. You still have to explain what that shadow is. And how the Yaragrasu escaped. I don't suppose you can answer both, can you?
Regarding the photo, I admit that we don't understand what it means quite yet.
As I thought.
However, the Yaragrasu's escape route, now that I can answer.
You can? Well then, Mr. Prosecutor, go on, enlighten me.
Even if I explain it to you, you'll try to find some flaw with what I have to say. You are busy heading up the Alabastion investigation, correct? In that case, I doubt you'd have much knowledge about the Babalese side of the case. So wouldn't it be best if the lead on that side, Agent Sheena, explained in my stead?
Sheena is my subordinate. If I don't stick up for her, how can I look her in the eyes and call myself her boss?
Lang, it's alright. I can take care of him.
Sheena.
You've shielded me a lot as my boss. But it's time for me to prove my worth.
A creepy smile.
Alright. If you're okay with it, then you have my support.
Finally, it's down to just Agent Sheena and myself. This is where the battle really begins. He did everything to get to her, alright.
Now then, what is it you'd like to ask?
Let's see. Why don't we start with your movements inside the Babalese embassy? There we go, let's stop there. Good stopping point, Sheena's movements. So next time will be the Sheena investigation. So that right there is the game for now. I have fun, hope you have fun watching. That's what it's all about, isn't it? Having fun. Thanks for coming by, and I'll see you next time.